Hi, I'm on a webcam because my iPod, the iPhone, won't sync, so I can't record with that, and I'll figure that out. So sorry, but this is like the old days where I would record on a webcam all the time, and it was really, really horrible quality. And so yeah, sorry about that. But I wanted to talk about something that I experienced yesterday, because yesterday was a very dynamic day for me in the sense that it started off very neutral, and then it kind of went downhill, and I felt really, really bad, and then it went uphill, and then everything felt really, really good. So I experienced three different emotional perspectives in one day, and it was very odd, being sort of apathetic, then being down in the dumps, then being happier. It's very odd, and I find that people react to change in different ways. Like for me, I find that in terms of emotions, I can switch on a dime pretty much. Like if something good happens, I feel good. If something bad happens, I feel bad. But a number of other people aren't like that. They're much more firm in where they are. Like either they're just a happy person and it takes a lot, or something really hard to take them down, or they're just a really down person and it's really, really hard to make them happy about themselves. So that's a very interesting thing. I've noticed that a lot of people are different in terms of how they change their emotions, in terms of how they react to different situations. And I am definitely someone who's very vulnerable to change in terms of my emotions based on the circumstance. But that makes me wonder how many people are like that, and more importantly, which one is better or which is worse. Because obviously, on the one hand, if you're more steady in your emotions, then if you're happy, you're more firm in that. But if you're down and depressed, then it's going to take more work to get you happy about that. I don't normally stay depressed very long because I feel down about something, then I can just like throw myself into YouTube or Reddit or Facebook or something and I'm fine. And then I'm happy again. That's just the way that my mind works. I don't know why. And I don't think that's necessarily good or bad. It's just the way I work. But it makes me ask whether it would be better to be more firm and absolute in terms of the way my emotions work or not. But then again, it makes me wonder if it's even worth asking which is better if you can't do anything about it. Because obviously you can't change the way that your mind works. You can't change your emotions. And that's something people contest a lot. Like, you can change your emotions, you can be happy or sad, and you really can't. You can't control your emotions per se. You can control the way that you use them to interact with the outside world. You can choose the way that you act towards the world. Like if you feel down, you can still try anyway. Or if you feel like something can work, you can just not try and not put in the effort. We control the way that we act, but our emotions are a big motivation on how we act. They aren't something that we choose in and of themselves. If it's something out of our control, it makes me ask whether there's a point of even asking which one is better. But I don't know. Maybe just a way of looking at it, because at what point is it just what you control or what you can't control, if that makes any sense? Because there's a fine line there between just the way you feel and the actual actions that you have. Like one example of an action could be the attitude you have. Like you can just be all grumpy and things frustrate you, or you can be giddy and laughing or something like that. Just a disposition. It's very complicated how much you either do or don't control yourself. And it makes me wonder where that line is. Like, at what point do you see something about a person, like some characteristic or some adjective in general that you can attribute to them and say, this is their fault, they're a bad person, or they have some problems, I feel sorry for them. Like, at what point do you reach that? It's very complicated, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot. I don't really know what to make of it, but it's definitely interesting to me, so figured I'd share those thoughts really quick. Sorry about the web. It should be working tomorrow. My camera should be working tomorrow, but it's just not today, so sorry.